Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the pre-market live. What is going on, guys? It is September 1st. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully everybody had a good Wednesday evening. It is Thursday, 9/1, guys. September is here. We are in the unofficial start of fall. Hopefully everybody had a great Wednesday evening. As I mentioned, guys, we should have a very interesting day on tap. Obviously, guys, market has been a little bit slower as of late. First off, I do want to welcome anybody that is new. I know it's early in the morning on the first of the month, but in case you took the initiative to sign up on your own and you've now gotten in the room and you're attending the pre-market live, welcome. This is the pre-market live. We'll do this every single morning between 9:05 and 9:10 Eastern Standard Time. We'll go for about 20 minutes kind of going over on screen share my favorite setups and the watch list that I have up for the day. Obviously, guys, as of late, the focus list has been more narrow. So obviously, like I said, I'm focusing mainly on large cap tech, S&P 500, Tesla, Amazon, kind of those core names. Yesterday, we had some nice trades on ChargePoint. Today should be an interesting day, guys. Obviously, the big news of last night was that NVIDIA, we had these new sanctions on chip agreement with China. This was obviously big news on NVIDIA, guys, and sent it all the way down to that 140 level, guys. If we look at the daily chart on NVIDIA, I do want to point out that's that exact level that we had a local bottom at back in early July, guys, when we hit bottom on July 5th, right? So we saw that big move up off that 140 level. Now, I know a lot of people are kind of short bias on this news, and I'm not saying that that can't happen and won't happen. I'm not saying that we can't flush down past that level, but understand that that is our most recent support, right, on the daily chart. And if we come out to the weekly chart, guys, NVIDIA has huge support at that 140 level, right, because that acted as major resistance back in 2020, so 2 years ago. Obviously, this chart doesn't look good, but I'm saying in the micro short term, guys, that 140 level is going to be very important. So this is going to be kind of the main thing that I'm watching off open. NVIDIA really likes to ramp on bad news. So like if it flushes down in pre-market like this, it's down 5% right now. A lot of the times you'll see it actually bounce off of that bad news, and we'll see kind of a move to the upside. It's happened multiple times with earnings, and now we've got this news with China. Personally, guys, I'm not trying to predict or coming in with a bias. I'm primarily going to be watching. If we see confirmation on a 15-minute candle, larger time frame below that 140 level, that's going to kind of lead me to a short bias kind of outlook on the overall market. I'm really going to be patient off the open in terms of taking a setup. Because my favorite setup off of NVIDIA is not going to be NVIDIA itself, actually. If we see NVIDIA fail below that 140 level, guys, Tesla short side will be my primary focus, actually. Looking at the daily here, guys, we're coming into a very key area of support at this 271 level, 272, actually, excuse me. So the level that I have charted out is 271.66, right? So if we look at the hourly, and this is going to be my primary focus into today, we actually held our that low point, right, last night into yesterday's close, right? We held that 272.50 area. That was our low point on the 30th, guys, and we held that into the close yesterday only to give it up in after hours. We actually came down under 268. So it's going to be very interesting to see if we can reclaim that area on the hourly chart, guys, as we head into the open. If we see Tesla reject at this 272 level, guys, at the open, like first 15 to 20 minutes, this is going to be an area that I would look to fade, right? So if Tesla rejects at this 272, 273 zone, which was acting as prior support on the hourly, guys, I'm going to be focused short side bias, fading this 273 zone. Ideally, I would like a bounce into 273 and like a pop above, and then short that off that level, right? So I'd be looking at the 270 put. Remember, guys, it is the first of the month and it's a Thursday. So I'm probably not going to be taking size on weekly contracts. I'm going to be looking at next week's expiration or the September 16th expiration contracts if I'm going to take a full position, because again, it's Thursday and Friday. If your size is the same as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on weeklies, you're not doing things right, in my opinion. So remember, guys, that a big thing for me is going to be waiting and being patient. And then once we get into that 273 level, that's where I'm going to try to gauge things in terms of a full size position, right? First day back after a couple months. Nice, that's exciting. Yeah. 10-year yield is ripping, guys. We're coming into a very key area on the 10-year, guys. Remember that growth and tech do not like higher 10-year because that obviously is leading us towards higher interest rates, which means that money is more expensive. We've gone over that 1,000 times. But remember, when yields rip, equities slip. We have seen oil down a good chunk as of late, guys. I did want to kind of go ahead and give you guys a quick update on the US 10-year. We are at 3.259, guys. We are almost back at highs on the 10-year yield. That is insane. That's a really, really big move, guys. That's a really big move. I believe we topped out at that 349 level. So really, guys, we've made a massive move. We were at 2.6 on the 10-year yield. So we've made a 65, almost 66 point move, basis point move on the 10-year yield. That's a really, really big move, guys. So clearly the bond market is starting to price in this more hawkish Fed. So it's going to be very interesting. Again, Tesla is the name that I'm really focused on today. It's my primary focus by a mile, especially combined with that daily. We've had a nice clean downtrend also on the hourly. So again, any test of this 273 level, I'm going to be looking to fade off the open in first 15, 20 minutes. A couple other names I do want to keep on watch today. Amazon testing that 125. That was that earnings gap fill that we had on the daily, guys. So now Amazon has filled this move to the downside. It took 3 days, so it's not moving quickly. But obviously you guys can see we've had that kind of sell pressure ramp up in terms of the daily volume. But now we're coming into an area that may turn into support. So going to have Amazon on watch as well. But with the weakness in the chips, I really want to focus on sympathies to kind of that chip weakness, which I think is going to be the Qs. Tesla is obviously my main focus. AMD also down 3% pre-market. Coming into this 82 level, this thing has been just a nasty fade off that 100 level. However, we are coming into more of a key area of support at 79. Chips are definitely outpacing the overall market, right? Last time the chips were down here, we had SPY in the 360s, we've got SPY in the 390s, and we've got chips at lows, right? And a lot of that is because Apple and Tesla are still at levels that, are not close to where their low point is, right? So AMD coming down to the 79 level will be a big support zone. It's currently trading at 82 in pre-market. So again, risk reward not really there for me on AMD. But where I see the best risk to reward, like I said, is going to be Tesla this morning, down to that 268 level, guys. Really, I think we could get a fade, probably towards that 258. If not, 260 would be a nice round number. We'll have to see. Again, it's Thursday. We've already had a really big move down overall on the S&P 500 this week, guys. Just to clear my levels on Tesla really quickly and show you kind of what I'm seeing. Obviously, that 273 level was big. If we continue to reject that, I think we see 255 on Tesla pretty quickly, guys. Just from like a rough estimate on those levels, I think 262 would be a nice first target. And so that's really where I'm going to be looking, is a rejection off 272, 273. And like I said, guys, we've already seen a massive move down. We've been talking about this weekly trend line on the S&P 500 now for a while, but obviously we've rejected off that, and now we've seen kind of this parabolic move to the downside. It looks like we're going to at least test this 370 area on the S&P. I did take some Lotto SPY 400C overnight, which I will admit are probably going to be completely bagged. So I did take some Lottos on the 400s. I thought that if we were going to see a bounce, it would be today into tomorrow, because we've normally on these weeks that we flush so heavily like this at the beginning of the week, we'll see that kind of Thursday, Friday bounce. But obviously, guys, we're going to be probably on the heavier side today with NVIDIA and with AMD and Apple especially, right? We talk about this all the time, and this is going to be the last name that I talk about, but as goes Apple, as goes the market. I gave that short idea on Apple up here at 174, and we have faded like crazy since, 171. But we have faded, really, really hard since we've cut through these levels very quickly. Just like we saw a big move up through these levels, we're seeing a big move down. So Apple is coming into a big support zone. Okay, this 155 level has been really, really tough to cut through on the downside. We've only really done it twice, and one time the dip got kind of, just ate like crazy, right? So really the only time that we've cut through that level as a whole was back in May and into June, right? We cut through that 155 level. That's where it gets really suspect for the overall market. So I am going to be looking for a market bounce on the S&P at least if we see Apple at this 155, 154.40 level, right? That's going to be a really big zone of support between 155 and 154.40, right? So if we see that level, right, that's maybe where I would start to look for like a possible flip. Apple trading 156.30 right now. So, while we do have things coming into bigger support levels, I really just want to be patient today. So again, Tesla main focus for me this morning, taking it slow and really letting the market kind of show its hand. I'm going to go ahead and hop on the Discord live trading. It's 9:27. We've got 3 minutes until the open. I'm going to be on the Discord live voice trading, going through my process today and kind of walking through what I'm doing. I know we'll have a lot of new people kind of getting integrated throughout the day, so bear with us on that part, guys. If you see new people, show them around, help them out. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys on the Discord live trading. Let's absolutely kill it and start September off in the best way possible. I'll see you guys on the Discord live and then back on the video live trading today at 3 p.m. for Power Hour. See you guys then. Peace.